All right, welcome to our third episode of Grassroots with JB. Today we have a special guest in 15-year-old Isaac Beacroft. Welcome, Isaac.
Hey, Jimmy.
Thanks for coming, mate. You've had a busy week. I hear with your AFL and your running.
Yep.
Yeah, so tell us a bit about your AFL Grand Final last week.
Grand final last week, playing for the Magpies, Kellyville Rouse Hill Magpies.
Yep.
We versus Pittwater Tigers out at Lane Cove.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Got the win, 45 to 10.
Yeah, beautiful.
And I managed to get best on ground
Nice.
in that as well.
What position do you play, mate?
I'm a ruck rover, so right in the midfield.
Everywhere.
Centre of the ground, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, nice. So for all our listeners, Isaac is a national walker and also national runner. And he also, when he's not breaking records, you can catch him on the AFL Oval, playing for the Magpies as well as GWS in their development system. Firstly, congrats on your fifth, mate, over at Adelaide.
Yeah, thanks for that.
In your cross-country nationals over 4 kilometres. Tell us about that, mate.
It was a tough race out of Adelaide, out of the Oakbank race course.
Yep.
It was very difficult, yeah. So it had been raining that whole week leading up to the race.
Nice prep.
And the grass was so soft and most of the course was just mud. And massive hills, thick mud.
So when you say Oakbank race, is that like a horse race course?
Yeah, it was a horse racing course. It was about 30 minutes away from Adelaide CBD. Yep. And yeah, they just transformed it into a cross-country track.
So you went on the track and off the track?
It was some on the track, some around the back of the place.
Yeah, wow.
But it was a big horse racing course and like lots of hills and stuff. So it wasn't like you Randwick and that.
No.
Proper country racing.
And you've had a week of rain prior, so...
Yeah, in Adelaide it was raining for a whole week leading up to it.
Yeah, and that was 4 kilometres?
4K.
Yeah, right, okay. And you managed to come fifth in the country?
Yeah, fifth in the country out of that one. So
that's a massive achievement. Yeah. Well, what are the first four? Were they on scooters, were they, or motorbikes? Because you're pretty fast.
Yeah, I'd like to say so. Yeah. But there was one guy who'd never beaten me before, and he came out and smashed it.
Oh, wow.
Really were.
From New South Wales?
Yeah, from New South Wales. They were his conditions, let's just say that.
Yeah, right.
And then another one that had beaten me, and then the other two I had never raced before.
Okay.
From WA.
But it's a pretty massive achievement because from what I can see, I've known you for a fair while and watched you run. You've always been a great walker, but you're sort of a national, like a late bloomer for running.
Yeah, I think
you've progressed pretty good.
Yeah, I think that comes with the walking. I never really trained for it too hard, like as much as all the other kids were training for it in the junior ranks. But I always seemed to go really well at it.
Okay.
And then the running, I never really did as much as that, and I wasn't as motivated in the juniors to get out and go for a run and stuff. But whereas now, recently, last 2-3 years, I've actually started to do some training. Yeah. And nowhere near as much as many of the other kids. But it's the training that I've built on is really making me excel better, I feel like. Yeah. And enjoying it as well. Yeah,
well, that's a key thing. If you're not enjoying it, because as you know, it's a pretty lonely sport.
Yeah.
And it's pretty hard to get motivated to go for a run, especially kilometre on kilometre.
Yeah.
And at the pace you go. So you just touched on that. You found you've progressed due to your training, you think?
Yeah, well, I've just progressed because of the commitment to the sport, I guess. And when I was younger, I didn't really want to go out and run. It wasn't that I didn't have the capability for it. It's just I didn't really want to do it. But now I'm like, I want to do well in this carnival, let's say. Yeah. So then I go out on a run and I try and improve myself that way.
Okay, that's perfect. And it's come from within? Does it come from mum and dad, pushing you, or sort of a bit of both?
Mum and dad support me in whatever I want to do. Yeah. So I'm my own self-driven person, but then anything that I want to do, they're supporting me all the way.
Yeah, that's mad.
And I really like that. It helps me get out there and do it because mum knows my goals, and so does dad. Dad coaches me in the walking and also guides me in my running as well, as coaching me. And mum just knows my goals, so whenever I'm feeling down, don't want to go for a run, she's like, remember, you want to do this, you want to win the gold there, you want to win the gold here. Yeah. And really motivates me to get out and do it.
Well, it's important because you're obviously going to have your down days. You're not a robot.
Yeah.
You obviously have muscle soreness and motivation. There's outside distractions with school and all that, and mates doing other things because you're at a prime age, 15, where there are distractions, and it's obviously it's very, very important to stay motivated and stay focused, which you are. Hence why you achieve all these things, because the other kids do get distracted down the wrong path. So, you feel you've got a really, really good support network?
Yeah, my support network's great. Like, I'm training with On Track Sydney out at Hills Track, I guess, like Roxburgh Park Road.
That's with Shannon?
That's with Shannon Lum.
Yep.
He's my running coach, and that environment there is just unmatched. It's so fun to be there.
Yep.
Like, and that makes you want to turn up to sessions.
Yeah, 100%.
It's something that I'd recommend to everyone. Just getting a good group that you want to, that you like being around, and that makes it easy to train. Yeah, no,
it's I've seen firsthand how you guys train, and he does provide a very good environment. And it's important to provide a good environment, because you get those coaches that have no connection with the athlete. And do you feel that Shannon has a connection there?
Shannon has an equal connection with everyone there.
Yeah.
He's supporting the elite athletes the whole way, and then the athletes who are trying their best, not as good, but they're still doing their best.
100%.
He's always supporting them. The entire way.
And your aspirations, mate, do you aspire to go further in your athletics or more AFL?
Well, that's where I come to a bit of a block here, because I'm in the development squad for Giants, and coming up in November, December region, they're going to select a group of 20 kids to go to phase 1, which is the next level of my AFL journey, I guess.
Okay.
And that will then get cut down to about 10 people.
Yeah, wow.
And from that 10, that's when you really start to get into the academy sort of things. So right now I'm in a squad of 25.
Yep. And is that 16s or 17s? Or?
That's under 15s right now.
15s, okay.
So next year I'll be in under 16s, and that's when it really starts to crank up, I guess.
Yeah.
And if I'm still in the AFL ranks, like in the academy and stuff, then I'll keep on progressing with that and doing as best as I can while struggling my athletics. But then if I end up getting out of those ranks, and I guess I'll start to go harder on athletics, but equally as much as each other. So.
But at the moment your focus is with the AFL is to progress through the development ranks, is that correct?
Yeah, it is, but I'm also trying to progress with my running as well.
If I can, they sort of go hand in hand, don't they, with the training?
Yeah, especially my position as well. If I can still be fit as anything for AFL, then it's really going to help me.
Do you wear a tracker during the game?
No, I actually haven't done that. I've had a lot of people tell me, put the track on,
Oh, mate, you run ridiculous the amount of kilometres they run.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly, but I do get around the ground a bit.
Yeah, how do you cope with the fitness on the ground? Is it compared to, say, a 4 or 5K run?
It's a whole lot different. So I'd maybe estimate me getting around 8 to 12K maybe in a game of AFL around that region. But I could do an 8 to 12K run we have an hour of playing time. I could do that with ease, pretty much, in a normal run. But it's just a difference of saying running, getting the ball, kicking it, getting hit, and then getting back up. It's a whole different level of fitness.
100%. You can train as much as you want, but until you're getting off the ground and getting tackled, like you said, passing, kicking is a whole different beast, mate. How are you going personally with your juggling of the sporting commitments? With obviously you still go to school at Oak Hill, and it's a big task. You're not a normal kid. You're every day. I take it you're under the grind. With training.
Pretty much, I'm always on there.
How you finding it, mate?
I'm juggling all right with school. It's sort of a case of come home, get ready for training, go off train, and then come back home, complete any schoolwork I need to, and get it done, sort of. But school always come first. If I've got a missing assignment the day before it's due, then I'll have to take that priority. But the sport always will be there. But as long as I'm doing well in school, then I can maintain the sport as well. And
are you enjoying Oak Hill?
Yeah, I'm loving it there. It's really great. I'm enjoying it a lot. Got good mates. Good environment. Good teachers.
And you're in Year 9, Year 10?
Year 10.
Year 10, nice. Beautiful. And I have to ask, Oak Hill, how come? Because obviously the Beacroft last name is famous at the Paddy's Blacktown.
The Beacroft last name of Paddy's is very big, yes, but I guess there's a bit of a family legacy there, if you want to say something like that. And Dad was all right. He didn't really mind where I went. It was probably down to Paddy's a local school and Oak Hill.
Okay, yeah.
And Mum just, I guess she thought that maybe it'd be good to take a little bit of pressure off my name if I went to Oak Hill, whereas other than going to Paddy's.
Yeah, that's cool. I had to ask, mate, so it's not.
Yeah.
Uncle Craig didn't ask me to ask you. It was just for my own curiosity. That's all. So, because Oak Hill is obviously more a rugby union school, but obviously well known as for education. Do they take care of the athletes there with your running and that? Or?
Yeah, they've taken great care of me there with the running and stuff. They equally represent in swimming and cross country and athletics in like the comps and stuff that they're in as they do in the rugby. So we've won the cross country, won the swimming.
Yeah, mad.
In
the CIS?
In ISA. So that's a branch of CIS.
Yeah. Okay,
and we won the rugby as well, which is pretty good. So
very, very good.
Oakville's going all right.
Yeah, not wrong. And mate, how old were you? You're obviously at Quakers Hill Athletics. Were you a young tucker, 5, 6 or?
I've been at Quakers Hill since I was in Tiny Tots.
Yeah, right.
And so I've been there Tiny Tots all the years through till under 15s last year, and now I'm into under 17s because there is no under 16s, of course. And so that would be, I don't know how many years that is. It's probably like
your whole life.
Yeah, it's been.
So you're 4 years old when you started.
Yeah, 4 years old, and same thing. I love it down there. It's really good. Yeah. All the people down there and just the environment on a Friday night. It's really good to be around. You'd be like a local rock star, mate, at Quakers Hill with all your records, and it'd be a good thing too to have young kids look up to you because obviously, you're very well known and through Quakers Hill and your results speak for themselves. So if you've got young aspiring athletes and they see you, the way you conduct yourself, it's it's pretty good, mate. So how do you feel about that? I feel great about it. Whenever I can, like, if some kids want to come up talk to me, of course I'll talk to them. Like if I see them doing something, I'll obviously try and like help them out with something and stuff like that. Yeah. But I always try to be as nice as possible to everyone. Everyone I can. Stay humble, mate. That's the best way. Let your results speak for themselves. I believe you made your first state champs at 9 years old, picking up a bronze in the 700 walk. Yes, I did. I went to the state little athletics champs in under 9s and got the bronze in the 700 race walk. Yeah, right. So that kicked it off, I guess. Got me started. Got a taste for it. Yeah, got me going. First podium finish. Came back the years after that and obviously started to train a little bit harder in under 14s and I guess now I'm just skyrocketing. Did you always know like you were good? Did you always know you were fast or was sort of the penny didn't drop till a bit later? In the walks I was always up there and pretty good with because the technique's a big part of walks. That technique just clicked for me really, really early. So I guess it's easy to build on that when it clicks early. Mm-hmm. But the runs I was, for example, in the cross country that I made now, I would have been 2 levels below where I was in primary school, let's say. So I wasn't. I knew that I was fast. I was above average and stuff. Like on the soccer field, I'd always be the person still running hard at the end. Yeah, she had a big motor. And in AFL as well, but then I wasn't the best. Like I wasn't at the state level. Wasn't the level I am now. Yeah, okay. Primary school. I was a long way off it. Yeah, so it's the key thing there is hard work. Yeah, pretty much. If you want to do something, if you keep sticking at it, you'll always get there. Yeah. And if you just keep persisting and stuff. No, it's very, very good to hear, mate. Because I tell a lot of kids, because there's a lot of kids out there that want your success and want your results, but aren't willing to do the work. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you can't have both. You either talent will only get you so far. Yeah. And it's very, very good to hear because, I've watched you run for a number of years and you're right, you weren't always the best in 11s, 12s and 13s and then slowly by surely you picked them off and you took over the kids that were beating you. Yeah. So it's it's a credit to you, credit to mum and dad, mate. And so how long have you been with Shannon for? Because I know your dad was your coach. Yeah, my dad was my supposedly coach, but before Shannon, I had a different coach. Okay. I was training at Speed City Athletics. Yeah, right. Out of Blacktown. Yep. But then it sort of drifted away from them a little bit. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah. To be fair, that's really what started my running. Yeah. Excel. Nice. Was out there at Blacktown track training with Coach Greg Smith. Yep. But now I'm at Shannon. I've been in with Shannon for probably a year, close to it. No, maybe November last year.
Okay, yeah.
November 2021.
Yeah, right. So yeah, not even
About
a year
that.
yet.
Not even a year, but it's he's
You're happy?
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Shane.
That's good. That's very good, mate. Switching over to AFL, so you were playing soccer.
Yeah, I was playing soccer since I was about 4 as well until year 6, and I stopped at the end of year 6, and as soon as I got into year 7, started to play AFL.
Yeah.
And I've gone with the AFL ever since.
Yeah, nice.
I'm enjoying it.
You're very, very comfortable. So, and you said you played in the middle with Rover.
Yep. Ruck Rover. So I'm pretty much the small guy that just runs around the field the entire time.
Collects all the scraps for everyone else.
And
who do you feed? Because I'm not very familiar with AFL. So who do you feed? The forwards?
Yeah. So I'll do a lot of defending.
Yep.
When the ball's down there, of course, and then move it through the middle and deliver it to the forwards.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so you're everywhere. You're everywhere.
Pretty
so you're sort of like a midfielder for soccer.
Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty much a centre mid for soccer.
Yeah. And which sport do you prefer, mate? Running, walking, or AFL?
That's a tough question. I guess I've got to say that AFL there because it's the team environment.
Yep.
When you get in a good team, then it always takes off from there.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's what sport is, I guess.
Yep.
The athletics you can also get in a team from there, obviously, with what I've been doing with Shannon and stuff.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, when it boils down, it's an individual.
When it gets to the championships and stuff, you're by yourself. It's your time to do what you need to do. But each their own.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the AFL. That's fair enough. And you talk about obviously teamwork and camaraderie and that, which is a big thing.
But then I also love getting out. Everyone says I'm weird, but I also love getting out and just the feeling after you go on a good, say, long run or something, or you do a good session. It's just that intrinsic reward that you get.
Yeah,
it feels so
mate,
good.
because you're endorphins and it's just. Yeah, I know what you're saying, because when you
it feels like you're just rewarding yourself.
Yeah, of course.
I guess.
And you go to bed at night, and I tell my kids all the time, it's money in the bank. It's just you've done the hard work.
Yeah.
And you go to sleep happy.
Yeah, and especially when you get those results at a big state championships or something. Yeah. That's when you know it feels good.
100%, exactly. All that pain was worth it.
Yeah.
Mate, do you have a pre-race ritual? Or a pre-game ritual, or are they both the same?
Some would say I do. Some would say I don't. It's a weird one.
Well, you tell me.
All right, let's say I'm playing/racing at about 12 o'clock on a Saturday morning.
Yep. Talk about your racing. Talk about your racing first.
Tell me what I'm racing.
No, about your racing ritual.
Oh, okay. So, as in like directly before my race, or the day before?
The week before, the day before.
I like to the day before. I always get a good pasta feed into it. Pasta, spaghetti bolognese. A lot of people say the meat's not good.
Carb loading,
digest. But I reckon I get the pasta into me.
Oh, it works for you.
The pasta and the beef. And spaghetti bolognese. And then wake up in the morning. I'm racing at about 12. So I'd wake up at about 8, let's say. I'd eat a good solid breakfast. Good breakfast, and then about.
What's that consist of?
Well, it could be anything. I could have Wheat Bix. Wheat Bix are good with a bit of sugar on them.
With milk?
With milk.
The morning of a race?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I have milk the morning of a race as long as it's far away from the race.
Yeah. Okay.
Neutral grain's a good one that I sometimes have, or sourdough with eggs on top. Yeah, right, perfect. I have that a bit. I like that for the taste as well.
Yeah. So say we'll go back to Adelaide.
Yeah.
Nationals. The morning of, do you remember what you had?
I had sourdough with eggs on top.
Perfect, okay.
And
you had the spag bowl the night before?
I had a lot of spag bowl.
Was it good because you were over in Adelaide?
Yeah, it was great. I was over in Adelaide, walked down the road. Yeah. We were staying in a place called Glenelg. Okay. And a bit like Manly.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Walked down the road, went into a pasta restaurant, Italian restaurant, and
smashed it up.
Yeah, got a great feed there. That was very good.
And what would you do if you were playing, say, 12 o'clock AFL, mate?
So 12 o'clock AFL, same breakfast sort of thing, and in about 2.5 hours I'll have something big, fairly big, that can fuel me for the game. Yep. And then I'm weird like this. A lot of people say, oh no, I don't like eating an hour, 2 hours out for my game.
Each their own, mate. You found out what works for you.
Yeah, I load up about an hour and a half before my game. I could have 2 bananas or something, and then usually when I'm in the sheds before a game, I'd have a muesli bar or a pack of sultanas or something. Yeah. And then obviously staying hydrated with my water and stuff.
Yeah.
Usually have a lot of water before games and races and stuff.
And the night before?
The night before a game, same, pasta.
Yeah, and water.
And lots of water. You always got to stay hydrated from if it be anything like
100%.
Normal daily routine. I'm always hydrated.
Yeah. So we spoke about training with Shannon.
Yep.
How many times a week would you train by yourself on your own? Look, I know it's hard with the AFL stuff now, but say off season.
Well, say I'm in the off season for AFL. That would be the heat of athletic season, right? That'd be in the summer. So. Last season, I'll just say what I did last season. I went Monday, I didn't really do much.
Yep.
And then Tuesday, I did a walk session.
Yep.
Wednesday, I did a run with Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
And then Thursday, I did another walk session.
Yep.
And a lot of the walk session, I'm training with a group, but it's mainly me out the front of the group. And most of the time, I do modified sessions, because my dad's my coach for that.
Okay.
He gives the group a set, and then I do a separate one because of just the level I'm training at and the races I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
So Tuesday, Thursday walks, Wednesday runs. Friday I had little A's, usually get a decent hit out there, just get some speed in the legs, I guess. And then Saturday I'd play cricket all day, that would take a good toll on the body. And then Sunday I'd ideally get out and do a long run if I didn't have any comp. So long runs by myself every week. And then, but last year I wasn't training that much, and that was not consistent, which... If I could take my training to another level, which I think I will try to do this year, I could go a lot harder in that.
And when you say a long run on a Sunday, what would that be, mate?
Anything
10?
above 10.
Okay.
Or anything above 8, maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on how I'm feeling, depends on the temperature and what I've done the previous days.
Road run?
Yeah, road run. Could not do it on the track.
Yeah.
That would just kill me.
Yeah. A little bit boring too.
Yeah, just looking at the same grass the entire way.
20 laps. Yeah. That would be very fun at all. Mate, who's your biggest inspiration? Who do you look up to?
Dad is a big one there.
Yep.
Dad's a very big one.
Mm-hmm.
He pretty much inspires me, I guess.
Yep.
And then I guess there's a few athletes I look up to. I like, a lot of people would say this is a very bad idol, but you might have heard Toby Green in the AFL. I like him for the AFL sort of thing. I like the way he plays, I like the way he gets about it. Just that.
Oh, it's important what he does on the
field. What he does on the field.
Yeah.
And even off the field, everyone thinks he's a goose, but I love him. He's great.
That's good.
Yeah, I support Toby.
Yep.
Love him.
Yep.
Everyone else hates him. I love him. I support him. And then in the running, probably, just Dad.
Yep.
And the people around me, I guess.
So with your old man, you say you obviously look up to him.
Yep.
What are some of the things, mate, like that he inspires you with?
Well, it's just the commitment that he puts in for me.
Yep.
And he gets me to all my training sessions.
Mm-hmm.
He runs my training sessions.
Yep.
And essentially, if it wasn't for him, then I probably wouldn't be where I am now.
Yeah.
Because and even Mum as well, she puts food on the table and she gets it all out ready and does everything for me.
Mm-hmm.
So, equally, like Mum and Dad both do everything for me, and if it wasn't for them, then I don't think I'd be anywhere near what I am right now. It's
very, very important that you've obviously just off the bat, mate, you've named your parents because a lot of kids don't have that support from their parents. A lot of parents are happy just to put work first, and let their kids, worry about their own things. So it's a very, very good thing you brought up, mate, because parents are very inspiring, mate.
Yeah, and I'm extremely grateful for that as well.
No, that's good, mate. Have you ever been victim of negative comments from anyone?
Oh, yeah, race walking gets a bit of banter. Yeah. Obviously.
What, you're too fast or?
No, just because have a look at it. It's a weird sport. I can accept that. It looks very funny on the TV and it gets a bit of smack sometimes. Yeah. People say, oh, yeah, shut up, you're a speed walker.
Oh, okay, you're
Stuff
right.
like that, but it really could not affect me anyway.
No, that's good. So you got pretty thick skin.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They think it's funny.
Yeah.
It's funny. It is funny.
Yeah, I was sitting on their couch or their camp chair.
Yeah.
But, mate, yesterday was Are You OK Day, and obviously mental health is very massive for me personally. It's very important that we all talk. You've mentioned your support network.
Yep.
Mum and dad.
Yep.
Is there anyone else outside mum and dad that you can lean on?
Yeah, my mates. I've got brilliant mates.
Yep.
Great support network there. I've got really like maybe 4 or 5 mates that I'm really, really tight with.
Oh man.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I love having a chat with them. They'll always support me through thick or thin.
Yeah, no, it's good.
So that's very good. And obviously grandparents and extensive family and the training group I'm in.
Yep.
Footy teams, environment, stuff like that. It's always good.
Yeah. No,
always good environment.
That's very good, mate. Because obviously it's very, very important to have that support network.
Yeah.
And, it sounds like you're good and you've surrounded yourself with good friends, which is,
I think that's essential, to be honest.
100%.
You gotta want to go to school. You gotta want to do something on a weekend. You gotta have those friends that you can always rely on.
And your mates, are they like-minded like you? Like you got the same interest in that or different?
Yeah, I've got the same interest as all my mates.
Yeah, okay.
I've got 2 really close mates, 3 really close mates that are just we've got the exact same beliefs, values, perfect. Sort of.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Really, really sporty. Know what we want to get done. It's good.
Yeah, and this is a key age too, 15, 16. There's drugs, alcohol. There's a lot of distractions, exactly. Mate. So it's important to surround yourself, as you said, with good people. So and you're doing that, mate. Well, next question for all the young kids out there. Obviously, you're not that old yourself.
Yeah.
You're only 15. But what advice would you give them, mate, if they wanted to continue and follow sort of your path?
Great question. I train around a lot of young kids.
Yep.
I'm always around a lot of young kids in the athletics world and stuff, and I've seen having it not too long ago, being a young kid and looking back on what's happened as a kid. There's been a lot of guys that come out early and they're killing it so well in under 7s, 8s, 9s and stuff. Moving up the ranks, it's mainly in under 10s to under 12s, just smashing it. Yeah. And you go, how are they doing it? It's the training. They're just training so hard, so early, and they burn out. And then that's when people like me say they haven't trained as much early.
Keep chipping it away.
Come in and slowly get it, but it also comes. You can keep on training that much all you like. If you don't get injured, you maintain it well. Yeah. Then you can keep on training all you like. It's just the mental side of it. Yeah. You really can't do it if you don't enjoy it. So
that's very, very important.
If I've got any advice to do, if you want to go pro in a sport, or I'm not a pro myself, but I feel like I've seen this around, I've heard it around a lot. Yeah. You've got to enjoy it. Yeah. It's the only thing that's going to get you there. Yeah. Is the enjoyment for the sport, because you can't put in the work. No matter how hard you try, you can't put in the work if you don't enjoy it.
No, that's a very, very good advice, mate. Yeah. Recovery. Talk me through it.
Look, I'm probably not the best person to speak to about recovery. I'm so bad with it.
You're a lazy recoverer, are you?
I'm a very lazy recoverer. So let's say after a race, a big carnival, I've got one race in the morning and then another one in an arvo. Yep. I'd go straight up race, relax for about 15 minutes, get the fluids back in, try to at least, and then go on a little bit of a warm down, 10-minute jog or something. Yep. But then, if I was to do direct recovery after a game, it'd be just get on the roller. That's
no ice bath?
I haven't really done ice baths. Okay. My body recovers well after. If I stretch and roll out and do all the stuff that I need, as long as I haven't overloaded myself, then it recovers really well. Yeah, that's good. After footy games, I'm a mess.
Yeah, of course. So you hit the roller. How often would you stretch and roll?
I stretch and roll every day, as much as I can. After a session, it's essential, I feel like. And sometimes before a session, if you're not feeling too great, I recommend it. Get on the roller. Yeah. Do a few stretches, really get the glutes working. Mm-hmm. I feel like if the glutes are good, then you're good to go. Yeah. That's my way of thinking.
100%.
And, but mainly for recovery, sleep. Big one. You want to get enough sleep in, because that's the only way the body will recover.
That's correct, yeah.
And water. Yeah. Fluids and
massage.
Look, I'm an advocate for massages, but I never get any. I've never got time. I've had like 2 in my entire life, and I love them. Yeah. don't get many of them, but do get on the couch sometimes. Mum gives me a good massage.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, we love that.
That's good, mate. And I've mentioned Toby Green before. Who do you follow in the AFL?
The Giants.
Yep.
Nice. I like the Giants.
So you aspire to be a Giant?
Yep.
Beautiful, mate.
One day.
Yeah, oh, that's good, mate. That's good.
Any AFL team will do, but Giants ideally.
I'm sure you keep working hard. You'll be in the draft. Hobbies outside of running in AFL? Any hobbies?
Yeah, well, I went through a phase last year in lockdown that every single teenage boy would have gone through, the bike riding phase. Went through that one.
Yeah.
Probably not the hobby now. To be perfectly honest with you, I don't have much time outside of running in sport, but if I do, love to get on the Xbox with the boys.
Yep.
That Xbox goes alright.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, anything will really do.
No,
to
that's
be honest,
good, mate.
as long as it's not completely boring. But spending time with my mates overall is probably the big one.
Yeah, perfect. Leads me to the next question. Your likes and dislikes in life.
In life.
In life in general. What do you like in life?
Well, I love sport in life, obviously.
Yep.
You probably tell from that.
No, I would have never noticed, mate.
And then I love sport. I love hanging out with the right people.
Yep.
If I'm out with the right people, I could be out for days on end.
Mm-hmm.
I love going to live sport, no matter what sport it be.
Yeah.
Apart from some golf or something like that.
Yeah.
I love live sport.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't really dislike much, but I don't really dislike much unless it's just a really annoying thing that's been going on for ages.
Okay.
I just can't stand it.
Yeah.
Math, I don't like math very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like a lot of things. I'm a really easygoing, open-minded person. I guess.
Nice. That's you're very.
I like to think I am outside of home. Like my mum and dad will listen to this and go, "No, you're not." Because I snap at anything at home, but I like to think outside. I'm pretty tolerant of a lot of things.
Yeah, nice. Well, a lot of people and a lot of kids are very different outside of home.
Yeah.
I
feel like I change a bit outside of home.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing, mate. It's all good. Favourite thing to do to unwind and relax?
I love a good session on Netflix or YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
That goes all right.
What do you follow on YouTube? Do you watch any certain shows or anything, or just
I watch.
Any people you watch?
I like to watch highlights of sport.
Yeah, nice.
I'm so basic here. I feel like I'm a bit boring. It's
not at all, mate.
Sport.
My boys are same thing.
I like
footy highlights and running highlights and cricket highlights.
I love to listen to music.
Yeah.
Music really is good. I always on my long runs have the AirPods in.
Yeah, nice.
Run with my phone in one hand.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Got my phone in one hand and run along.
You got to get one of those things for your phone on your arm.
Mate, I'm that skinny. They do not fit.
Fair enough. That was my next question, mate. What's your favourite music?
That's a great question. I'm not. It depends on the type of mood I'm in.
Yes.
If I'm just on the train going to school, then bit of hip hop, rap, Drake sort of stuff.
Yeah, nice.
That sort of thing.
Yeah.
When I'm on a run, I like stuff to make me keep going, which is sort of like fast, sort of upbeat stuff.
Yeah. What, like dance or what's
it? Bit of dance, bit of rap,
just upbeat
sometimes
stuff.
drill, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah. Depends on the mood.
Yeah.
Depends what I'm feeling.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. It's nice. Your favourite place to visit?
Great question. So we've got family friends.
Yep.
We've got a place down in Bullio.
Oh, nice.
That's in the southern regions sort of thing, near Wollongong. And love going there, getting on the dirt bikes and having some fun there. Yeah. Pretty much
just let your hair down, mate. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And I love that. I also love getting to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
I love the beach up at the Central Coast with my grandparents.
Yeah, what beach, mate?
Edelong in Uina up there.
Nice.
They've got a house up there.
Yeah.
So I love going there and
perfect.
Getting in. I love that area.
Yeah.
That in general.
Yeah, nothing better than a nice swim on the beach.
Yeah, and hanging out with the grandparents.
Yeah, well
they always spoil me.
Yeah. You reckon you're the favourite grandchild?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Nice.
I'd have to claim that.
I'll send this podcast to Nan and Pop, mate.
Yeah, they'd love
it. Favourite meal, mate? You've touched on the old spag bowl, but that's your pre-game, pre-race. But is there a favourite meal?
I'm so boring. It's going to be spag bowl.
That's fine. That's good.
I reckon spag bowl or...
You're a cheap date, mate. You are.
Yeah.
Spag bowl, a bit of mince and a bit of sauce.
Spag bowl goes...
A $1 packet of fettuccine.
You can't go wrong.
No, you can't.
You can't go wrong.
You can't go wrong
That's
with
the thing.
spag bowl. You cannot go wrong.
Even if
mate.
you stuff it up so badly, it's not bad.
No, exactly.
It's not bad.
It fills you up. It provides you carbs. So.
Yeah.
All right, this is a trick question, or it might get you in trouble. Who's the better cook, mum or dad?
Mum, by far.
Mum?
Yeah.
Listening, Dave?
Yeah.
So dad's a good coach.
Dad does the sport, mum does the cooking.
Okay.
That's not a sexist thing or anything.
No,
but
mum can cook.
Mum is the chef.
And what's mum's signature dish? What's her go-to?
Anything.
Okay.
I love a good fried rice, brown.
Oh, yeah?
Fried rice. Don't want to do this secret recipe or anything, but
yeah.
good fried rice, and she has this really good grilled chicken. She just does something to it.
I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hungry now.
My mouth's watering.
Oh, well, mum takes that one.
Yeah.
Mate, last question. It's been a cracking podcast. You've been so good.
Enjoyed it.
Mate, if you could be anyone for one day, who would it be and why?
Wow.
Just one person.
Wow. I'm going to have to go someone really, really, really filthy rich here.
Yeah, well, why not?
But also...
It's going to be a cracking day, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'm a Man United fan, right?
Yes.
I'm a Man United fan, and I'm a big supporter of them. I'm going to say probably one of our new signings from last year, Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, right. Okay.
United player. He's filthy rich.
Yep,
and
as they all are.
Yep, and I'd love to get to a training session with the United boys.
I thought you might have said Cristiano.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cristiano
because that guy is loaded.
Yeah, he could go and buy the country.
Yeah, he could. Okay, so righto.
I'd have to go Jadon Sancho. I just like the way I follow him on Instagram.
Yep.
Looks like he's got a nice lifestyle.
Oh, yeah, mate. They all live very, very well.
Yeah, exactly.
So you could go back to soccer.
I'll never turn my back on soccer.
Yeah.
I love the sport. Still support it. Keep up with it.
Yeah.
But
AFL's got your heart, mate.
AFL's what it is for now.
No, legend, mate. Well, thank you very much for joining us, and it's been a pleasure to have you, mate.
Yeah.
You did very, very well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, mate.